In this segment, you're going to learn about our health assessment. You'll hear it referred to in many different ways. Health risk assessment, HRA, HRQ, health risk questionnaire, biometric sheets, but essentially they're doing all the same thing. They're asking the participant questions about their lifestyle, how it links to their behaviors, and recording biometric data. The health assessment is important for several reasons. To the individual, it's important that they understand how their behaviors and lifestyle link to certain health risks. Important to our client companies because they will receive an aggregate report that will serve as a snapshot of the overall health and well-being of their population. That aggregate report will also be a great tool for them to establish effective next steps in their wellness program. Not only do we do this because it is the law and to comply with HIPAA and privacy laws, we do this because we respect and care for our participants. It's another way that we demonstrate our core value of doing the right thing.
Hi. Hi. Welcome to the health screening today. We're going to have you fill out a brief health questionnaire before you get over to the screening area. But before I have you go in there, can you tell me your name so I can get your member ID?
Allison Bailey.
Okay. Okay. All right, so you're going to take this and then you're going to head in there. There are some pens on the table. Go ahead and fill it out. You'll leave the pen behind for others and then take that form with you to the screening station.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm just writing down and checking all of your results. Have you had anything to eat or drink in the last 2 hours?
Well, I had coffee, but it was black. Does that count?
No, actually, black coffee, unsweetened tea, or water are okay for fasting. Alrighty, you go ahead and take this. I'm going to keep this one. This is for you if you want to head right on over to coaching, okay?
This is a very simple and yet very important part of what Health Designs does. We have several things to consider for data accuracy, integrity, and privacy. Double-check paperwork to be sure that all required questions are complete. And if the job only requires 4 questions to be complete, those are the age, gender, fasting, and chronic condition questions. The neater the bubbling and the handwriting, the better the accuracy for scanning. We have learned that snowman 8s, fancy 4s, or fancy 7s can result in inaccuracies. Heights can be written in using inches only or feet and inches. For example, 6 to 7 inches in the inches box, or 5 in the foot box and 7 in the inches box. Sometimes the blood results will not be a specific number, so there are special considerations for these. If not applicable, then leave these spaces blank on the biometric sheets. If less than, for example, less than 50 triglyceride, put 1 less, or 49 in the triglyceride space. If greater than, for example, greater than 100 HDL, put 1 more, or 101 in the HDL space. If a correction is necessary, please use whiteout tape or draw a line through the incorrect result and write the corrected result above the lab information box as shown here. Keep work areas clean to avoid any blood on the paperwork. Because this is PHI, Protected Health Information, we must keep the data confidential, only allowing Health Designs team members to handle or view it. Also, if a participant is asking what their numbers are, let them know you are writing it down for them. If they inquire further about their results, remind them that they have an opportunity to speak with a health coach and that for confidentiality purposes, we do not review results at our stations. If being used, identifiers will be different depending on the client. Confirm with your lead. On many of our events for Florida Blue, the identifier is a member number and/or a 6-digit date of birth. With another one of our clients, it is a more complicated set of 4 pieces of information. The lead will know what identifier should be obtained for the form, and where, if at all, the participant's name should be added to the form. At the end of the health screening, the number of paper health assessments should match the number on the sign-in sheet. If not, have a team member compare them to the sign-in sheets to determine whose is missing, and try to reach that person to get the paperwork before leaving.